All right, vlog number 3 kicks off with a mini celebration. We're building the jazz club, and here's reason for celebration right here, folks. This is not a sticker piece. Let me know in the comments if you celebrated even a little bit like I just did for no stickers. Oh my gosh, stickers are such a nightmare. Printed piece, thank goodness. Vlog number 3 is off to a great start. Okay, now I'm officially impressed. This ticket booth is super cool. I like the color scheme. I enjoyed the build a lot. Printed tiles for the live music all night. But most importantly, look at the crazy angle that this thing is gonna create on here. It's gonna be, assuming these tiles go in perfectly here, it's going to be built at a perfect, tough to do with one hand, a perfect 45-degree angle. Click this into the jumper. And so now you've got a beautiful angle coming off of the sidewalk to welcome guests into the jazz club. You buy your ticket here. Swing open the door. I don't know if I can do it with one hand. There you go. But not just your standard, like 90-degree door going into, restaurant like you're used to seeing on Lego builds. This thing goes in at that 45-degree angle. That is super cool. I just love modular buildings. It's my favorite Lego line by far. Like, there's not even a second place for me. Modulars are my favorite. Not quite done with the jazz club yet, but love the design, love the way it looks, and I'm just blown away by the effective use of space. If you take a look at this jazz club, I guess it could be a little bit bigger, maybe the stage, but what I'm amazed by is over here we've got this pizza shop. On the second floor, there is a tailor, and the sign for the tailor is right here. But to access the tailor, you kind of go next to the pizza shop and you go into this door. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to show it, but there's a staircase in there that kind of winds up right here so that customers can access the tailor and access the other floors. And it's gonna go up to a third floor, maybe able to show you the staircase kind of through there. It's really small, but it's there. So it's well thought out. It's not like you have to hover, your little guys to get up to the tailor. There is an actual staircase. The architectural designs in modular buildings are well thought out. They're clever. The space is used effectively. I'm just blown away by the designers of these buildings. Got a fun little lot in today. A few fun figs in here, some Harry Potter stuff, little Marvel, some Chima, but look at these. Look at these right here, ready? Some NBA players, a P2 clone, Sonic, and then look at these. Oh, baby. Look at those two. Gems right there, Shaquille O'Neal and the purple jersey Kobe Bryant. Super pumped to find those two. All right, jazz club complete, and now Main Street has 3 modulars on each side. Look how good the jazz club looks next to the Palace Cinema. Love it. Notice that I built the jazz club on a Mills plate, and so the sidewalk is higher than it is on the Palace Cinema. I need to do the conversion of these modular buildings to Mills, which will happen over time. But now we've got 3 modulars on each side. I brought the diner over, figured that fit nicely. And so here we have now Main Street leading up to the Disney Castle. This is going to be, sidewalk at some point. We'll Mills plate that. We'll probably have like a Disney parade going through there, something like that. But for now, the Jazz Club is in. What should the next project be? So for those of you that don't know my backstory, I was a middle school science teacher for about 10 years. And when I burned out of that, I started my own kids science camp. And as a part of kids science camp, we had some Lego activities. So I bought up tons and tons of loose Lego lots for camp. And then when my wife got this new job and we moved out of town, I had to close up the camps, and I was stuck with a bunch of loose Lego, which was fairly well sorted. This is just a little representation of it. Over here, you can see we've got a bunch of white plates, and I just have piles of this stuff everywhere that's well sorted. But what that is turning into now is the ability to make Mills plates fairly easily without, having to spend a bunch more money. So that works out pretty well. So I've actually created 3 gray Mills plates for Main Street Disney here without having to spend a ton of money. So that works out well. You can see now that we have those 3 plates. Main Street Disney has a main street that we will have populated with city figs and guests, things like that. My daughter built up the Disney parade train, whatever it's called. I figured it'd be fun to have that going through Main Street. So we've got the various parade floats here. Peter Pan and Tink looking good. Mickey leading the way. And you'll notice right now that the Mills plates are higher than the modular buildings next to it. That's because I haven't finished the Mills conversion. But on this side, with the Jazz Club, which I just finished building on a Mills plate, it gives you a better feel for what eventually will be the height difference or lack thereof between the modular and Main Street itself. So it is an 85-degree, gorgeous Indiana summer day here in August. The dogs are out enjoying some shaded area, and I'm thinking I'm gonna go build some Muppets to get ready for my show. This plant is not going to survive this puppy. Good gracious. All right, let's go check it out. I had to cut this grass really short because Prince Soka won't go to the bathroom in long grass. What a pain in the neck. So I had to cut it really short and bag it. So, Muppets. The crowd told me I was allowed to have Muppet CMFs on my Disney show. So we're gonna build some Muppets up to get ready. All right, so prep for the Disney only show on Whatnot is coming along nicely. Obviously a lot of series 1, 2, and 100s there. But we're trying for a huge show. We're trying for a huge variety. So look at all this. Look at all this stuff we've got. I've got so much variety of Disney stuff. Oh, I forgot to show these two. Look at these guys. Look at those right there. How awesome. We've got Maui. We got a little Duplo. We've got Rex the dinosaur. This is a show that's going to take place on Whatnot on August 10th at 7 p.m. So if you're interested in some Lego Disney, come join me. Even if you don't want to spend any money, we're going to have some fun, entertaining activities going along with selling these figs. So you can come and not spend a penny and I think have a good time chatting with other Disney fans and other Lego fans. Should be a really good time. We even got cars. Look at these cars. I don't even have cars in my personal collection. I may have to save some of these. It's going to be so much fun. Oh, and look. Look. Yeah, my mama. It's going to be great. Use the referral code below, guys, in the video, and you're going to get $10 off your first order. Maybe you can get yourself a Disney fig. I've had a vision. I think I want this first roller coaster to look like it's on top of a volcano. I'm envisioning guests coming out of Main Street, taking a good look at the Disney Castle, turning left, and coming to sort of the Twin Tower roller coasters. This one plus the Loop, which will eventually be right here, both of which will have a dinosaur theme. But I'm thinking this one can sit on top of a volcano. I don't know if this is a grand vision that's possible, but based on sort of quick math, I think the footprint of this roller coaster is very close to the equivalent of 2 of the big gray 48 by 48 base plates. There's this teeny tiny bit that sticks out right here. But I think if I Mills plate 2 48 by 48 gray base plates, this thing's gonna sit perfectly on top. So we're gonna try that. But I'm also having a vision that I want a train to go kind of maybe behind the Disney Castle and then through the volcano, like underneath the volcano. So it would, go through there, go underneath the roller coaster, and then spit out over here. So if I want that part to happen, as I'm Mills plating the 48 by 48s, I'm actually gonna have to put the train track on, because once the roller coaster goes on to the Mills plates, it's gonna be impossible to get to that track. So this is a bigger project than I was thinking, but let's try that. So I'm kind of stuck upstairs because of this monster. So I'm trying to find a way to build and keep an eye on this guy. Look at him taking a little nap. But here we are trying to use this 2 base plates. This one's gross, but it's gonna be the bottom of a Mills plate, so whatever. I'm using a technique to curve this track that I saw on Bevan's Bricks YouTube video. If you haven't checked that out, you should. He's got a great channel for tutorials and all sorts of fun Lego stuff. But bottom line is this 90-degree turn, I'm envisioning that, the train would come in here, take a 90-degree, and then exit over here. So we're gonna take these 2 1x8 plates per Bevan's recommendation and this spinning tile here and see if we can get this curved track to lock in like this. And then I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it one-handed. It's gonna be able to, lock in here like this, and then over here like this. And there's almost no chance I can get it to lock in with one hand. So I'll try that, but then we're gonna have to tile a little bit for some support all the way around. Don't care about the color, only because it's gonna be under the volcano. So we're gonna tile this up and then attach some straight track right here and see how it looks. Okay, so the curved track has been locked in. And then I've got this straight track with some support on it ready to go. So we're gonna lock this in like this. And we're just gonna kind of lock it in all the way down. Should be plenty of support for the track. And then we're gonna lock these 2 guys together. I don't know, again, if I can do it with one hand. Maybe too difficult to do with one hand. Yeah, too difficult to do with one hand, so we're gonna do it with 2 hands. So I wanna make sure I have plenty of height clearance for this train. So I'm thinking, like 16 bricks tall gives me plenty of clearance for the train. And I tried making some towers of 16, but I was getting a lot of left to right play that was making me a little bit uncomfortable. So check it out. As we come around the corner, we've got 16 bricks tall here, but to try to avoid some of that left to right play, I put some plates in there. And now, the left to right play is not nearly as bad, but I think this is plenty of clearance for the train. And if I've got extra clearance, I think that's okay, because if something goes catastrophically wrong when you're driving the train under the volcano, I'm thinking a little extra room for your hand to reach in there would be nice. So I think now, this works out nicely for the coaster to sit on. Now we've just got to kind of all the way around put these towers for basically what amounts to a ginormous Mills plate that will add support but also allow for the volcano to go up and the train to go underneath. Well, once again, maybe I've bitten off more than I can chew. Look at this. This volcano looks to be about 16 bricks high. This is sort of the Mills plate that we're creating. Good gracious. This is using a lot of brick. But as far as I can tell, the train, oh no, we may need to rethink. Yep, we're gonna have to rethink already. I don't think the train can take the corner. Oh no, after all that work, I don't think the train's gonna make it. We're gonna have to rethink it. Dang it. Okay, minor crisis averted. Turns out that when the train takes the corner, it sticks way out further than I thought. So we're gonna have to be careful about how we set up the supports there. But now that I took the support out right here and switched this 2x4 to a 2x2, we should be good. We are burning through brick at an alarming rate, but that's why we had the kids camp. We can use the brick from the kids camp, no problem. It's all old brick, and we'll be able to support this volcano. The roller coaster is going to sit 16 bricks plus a plate or two off the table, and that's where the volcano will sit. Yikes. All right, presenting episode number 17 of the Dumb Things Brick Scavenger Does with Lego. I present to you what will ultimately be the Volcano Dinosaur roller coaster with a train running underneath it. I hope this thing is strong enough to hold the roller coaster. I think it should be. This was a lot harder than I thought because when the train takes that turn back there, the front of the train actually swings like way off the track. You can see, so it's almost hitting columns, and I had to keep moving columns around. There's a few spots that are not real well supported around the turn, which I'm a little worried about. I don't know if I can show you in here. I don't want to get too much, but like back in here, I couldn't put columns, to support too close to the track. So that is a little hairy in there. This section, like right here, is not real well supported. But in theory, weight distribution of the roller coaster should not be a problem for that. But that was a lot of brick that we just used, and a lot of these big 16 by 16 plates. This is not a cheap Mills plate. Can you call it that? We're gonna imagine now we're gonna have like gray coming up here, covering all of this up all the way around so that it's almost like a volcano, right? And then we're gonna have like a ramp coming up with pedestrians coming up the volcano. They like have to hike up the volcano to get in line for the roller coaster. And then you do the roller coaster and whatever, but you can also take the train under the roller coaster. We can have lava flowing down. Hopefully, this is gonna be awesome and not a complete disaster. Okay guys, it is time to play one big moment, a new feature on our program. We have the giant Mills plate for the roller coaster. We have the roller coaster. It is time to move the roller coaster onto the Mills plate. Will it be an epic success? Or will it be a gigantic failure? Stay tuned for more. All right, I think it worked. We're gonna test this thing out right now. We've got the roller coaster on the giant Mills plate. Eventually this is gonna be a volcano coming up here, but let's test it and see how we're doing. Hopefully we didn't rattle things too much. Here we go. Let's see. It looks like it's pretty smooth. I think it's working. Beautiful. All right. That was a scary moment, but we did it. So the dog puppy still fits through the fence. So in need of constant attention, it's kind of hampering my ability to be in the basement working on stuff. So I've been finding things to do that I can do, near the dog, which would include prepping extra CMFs for my buy it now, building Mills plates for the city, stuff like that. But I'm running out of that stuff. So I think it's time to attack this right here. The loop coaster. We're gonna have the dueling roller coasters in the dinosaur area. The other one is built and now on the stand. We'll turn it into a volcano soon. But the loop coaster will be the other one. 3,756 pieces, set 10303. I guess I have to Mills plate this too. All right, so we've encountered our first issue here. Take a look at this. It says that the footprint is 33.5 inches long. We Mills plated 2 of the 48 by 48 base plates. And look, we're looking for 33.5. Oh, come on. We are 3.5 inches short. Are we gonna have to partial Mills plate something? Is it gonna extend onto yet a third one? Maybe there's a little bit that sticks off the end. That's really annoying. All right, I think I was wrong. It looks like the footprint of the loop coaster is going to fit successfully on these 2 48 by 48 base plates. You can see we've got, a couple studs over here to work with and 3 or 4 studs to work with over here. There's gonna be some overhang, but that's no problem. That's not a big deal. We can handle that. So we're off to a good start on the loop coaster. We're off to bag number 5. The buy it now, guys, is absolutely jammed. Like I have, whoa, there's a drawer. I found a drawer I can use. Oh, that one I can't even open. The drawers are jammed full of stuff. And so I moved on to tubs. Look, tubs. So this is the buy it now for the Disney show. 6 full tubs. Look at how big these tubs are. 6 full tubs of Disney stuff. So I want to be able to entertain both people who want to stick around for a long time and do dollar starts, but I also want to be able to stick around, entertain people and get to people who only have half an hour and they want to raid the buy it now. So basically I'm going to take every fig that I have and start it at $1, and then any duplicates that I have, I put in the buy it now. That way, hopefully we can get to both sets of people. I don't know what I was thinking on this Disney thing. This was a terrible idea. Based on the amount of money that I invested in all of these figs, plus the amount of time it's taken to prepare this show, there is 0% chance that I make money. Literally 0. But it's gonna be fun. And sometimes you just gotta do things that are fun. So preparations continue. We're in our pajamas, and Thursday's the big day. Can't wait. All right, so I think I'm gonna do some tile work in here today to to try and make this look a lot nicer for, the guests walking through Main Street here. But I'm also thinking that this may not be a wide enough area for, people accessing the various shopping. So I'm tempted to extend this sidewalk out by about 4 studs on either side, so that the distance, here is wider, which would leave me, something like this for a cobblestone area up the middle. I've got some round tiles. I'm thinking I'm gonna work on that today and then see if this looks a lot nicer with an extended sidewalk and some cobblestone. Updates to follow. All right, the first of 3 cobblestones is complete. Here it is. Let me tell you how painful this is on the fingers. Oh my gosh, all those little tiles and 1x1 round plates. But I like the way it looks. I tried to get sneaky and have some hidden Mickey heads in here. Can you see this with the 3x3 light bluish gray round tile in the ears? I tried to hide a few of them in there as like kind of a clever, fun, where is it? There's another one right there. I don't know that it turned out exactly as I was thinking it would because the spacing is just a little bit weird. But, there's some cute Mickey heads in there. And I also, like I said, extended out the sidewalk a little bit. I think that'll give the pedestrians more room to work. We left some studs intentionally in there to be able to mount figs and whatever standing up. But if you step way away from it, I think it's gonna look really good when all 3 of them are done. But I gotta take a finger break because that's painful. Maybe we'll build some roller coaster outside and hang out with the dog. Well, that took a while and the fingers are sore, but look how good this cobblestone walkway looks on Main Street. Again, leading up to the Disney Castle, but I am so excited. We hit a bunch of Mickeys in here. See if you can find the Mickeys as we scroll along here. Left a bunch of studs up there so that we can have patrons standing, and locked in. We will put the parade back in there, but it just looks so good with the cobblestone rather than just the plain gray, light bluish gray studs of the base plate. Love this look right here. When this thing gets populated, it's gonna be amazing. Well, my peaceful Lego building day with the napping pooch has been interrupted by a lawnmower. But working on the roller coaster, and remember all those nice things I had to say about the jazz club and the no sticker pieces? Bah! Why? I'm so bad at stickers. Bah! So I like to be as efficient with my time as I possibly can, but this dog is causing all sorts of trouble. Kind of constantly in need of attention, and because it's still small enough that it fits through the fence, I gotta be outside all the time. Not potty trained yet and fits through the fence. So that's requiring me to be creative with my efficient use of Lego time. So around my volcano roller coaster, we are going to have like a big steep, line and queue for passengers to get on. So I'm gonna build some Mills plates that will go there because I can just bring a bucket of bricks upstairs and work on Mills plates. So I don't know how far we'll get. We may run out of plates, but it's Mills plate time. We are coming up on the end of my ability to make dark bluish gray Mills plates without placing an order. This is a 48 by 48, I successfully made. I started working on the next one and started seriously running out of plates. Went downstairs looking for more, and look what I found. The little victories in life, I tell you what. These are 16 by 16 dark bluish gray. We're back in the game, baby. All All right, 3 Mills plates complete. The idea is once you walk up and get a good look of the Disney Tower, Disney Castle, you're gonna be able to turn left and you will have a volcano roller coaster here and a dueling second roller coaster right here. These Mills plates, which I made, took forever, but we made it happen. Those are 4 base plates that are 48 by 48 that will have little shops on them. And then you can imagine all of this yellow and blue is gonna get covered up by dark gray and trans red so that it'll look like a volcano. And somewhere over here is gonna be an entrance to both of the roller coasters. Turn left to go to the loop, turn right to go to this one, and then you'll have to like wind your way up the hill in line to ultimately get to the ticket booth. That's the vision. But I'm hoping part of the fun here is that the train is gonna go right underneath the volcano, take a turn, and come out the other side of the volcano. So passengers can ride the train right underneath the dinosaur volcano coaster. All right, guys, that is it for episode 3 of Stay at Home Dad Lego Life. So much to do before tomorrow. Tomorrow's a big day. We've got our huge Disney Whatnot show. I absolutely cannot wait. It's Thursday, August 10th, starting at 7 p.m. Dollar starts, should be a great time. But I gotta make sure we're ready to go. The buy it now is just about there, but we need plates of figs and all the little things that it takes to prep for a show. So we're gonna make that happen. If you see this video before then, sign up on Whatnot with the link below. You'll get $10 off your first order. Come join us on the Disney show. Maybe you'll get yourself a Disney fig from Lego. Could be a lot of fun. We'll see you then. Thanks for tuning in.